looking for a place to shine? Are you ready? Want Georgians' eyes on you? So let's go. Good Morning Georgia is here. Start your day the Georgia way. Want attention for your brand? Broadcast today only on Good Morning Georgia. Contact us today. Email on info@communicationsmd.com or call 770-421-5598.
Tune in to Good Morning Georgia. Join hosts Audrey Bell Kearney and Derek J. Wilson every weekday at 9 a.m. for your daily dose of news, politics, business, and entertainment. From local updates to insights from affiliate partners across and beyond Georgia, we've got your mornings covered. Tune in to stay informed and entertained with Good Morning Georgia.
Good morning. Good morning. My nose a little stopped this morning. Good morning, Georgia. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Good Morning Georgia. I'm Audrey Bell Kearney.
And I'm Derek J. Wilson. Happy to be here.
Hope you guys having a good start to your day. It is Thursday, August the 8th.
888.
It's the Lion's Gate. Go look it up. If y'all don't know what that means, go look it up.
How about you tell us about it?
So the Lion's Gate is the time of the year. It's always August the 8th. This year happens to be a different year because it's 888. So you are supposed to manifest whatever it is you want. So I got up this morning and I wrote myself a letter about me.
To you?
So my letter to myself. And I said, girl, let me tell you what happened. That's how the letter started. Let me tell you what happened. Girl, I came into a windfall of money and child. I bought that dream house and dream car I've been waiting for. And guess what else happened? I'm down to my goal weight. I'm so healthy. Child, and guess what else happened? I wrote a letter to myself.
So what you gonna do when you get a return letter back?
I hope it's the one with the check in it. I hope it's the one that I wrote about.
You get that return letter.
Yeah. So girl,
got your letter.
Got your letter. If that letter come back to me, so I'm gonna have to move on.
Love Audrey.
Love Audrey. Listen, it's so funny because I know people be thinking I be tripping. And sometimes I do. But here's the thing, I'm a very spiritual person, not religious. I grew up in a church. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I do believe there is a God. So for those who, oh my gosh, you don't believe in God. No, that's not what that means. It means I'm spiritual and I believe it's too much. Here's the thing, there's too many science facts out here for us to ignore the science, right? When you can't explain to me where a pyramid came from and why there's one under the water, nobody can explain these things. So
aliens.
You say alien?
Nah, I'm just talking. I mean, so when people say they spiritual, they just don't go to church. That's all that boils down to. She go to Bedside Baptist.
I don't. I didn't go there. I get up every morning. I said, "Thank you, Lord." It's me and God right in my bedroom. He was right there when I was writing that letter this morning. Go ahead.
We're gonna talk to us.
Hey, good morning. Thank you. I woke up this morning. I can see, I can hear. I'm going to talk to Georgia and all around the world. Anyway, let me stop messing around.
So you got a relation. You got a G-Dot.
G-Dot?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm calling
Morning,
G-Dot.
How you doing?
I call him Big G.
Big G.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big G, the OG.
The OG. He's really the OG.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah.
Well, look, let's not make this a spiritual moment.
888.
Right.
Manifest today.
Right. Before we know, we'll have some music in the background. Okay. Anyway. All right. So jumping into today's weather, we're gonna get this out the way real quick. I'm ready today. So we had the highs: 94 in Atlanta, 92 in Athens. What we have? We have 97 in Rome, 97 in Columbus, 95 in LaGrange. I think we're gonna be in the 90s. 95 in Macon, Statesboro, 88. We need to go down south. 88 in Statesboro, 91 in what's this? Vital. But yeah, okay. Vidola.
Vidalia.
That one.
That's where the onions come from.
That's where onions come from. Which ones? Red ones?
No, the Vidalia onions.
Oh, okay.
It says it on the label Vidalia.
Oh, okay. Never heard of.
Really?
Yeah.
Next time you go to the grocery store, look.
Pay attention. I just look at red. purple, or white.
No,
No, yellow, red, and white.
Yeah, check them out.
Yeah. 98 in Albany. Y'all hot down there. 98 in Valdosta. Brunswick on the water is 93, and Savannah is 91. Hurricane Debbie has went back out into the water and came back in South North Carolina, dropping tons of rain. Uh, Tons of rain and what people talking to us.
Yeah, I know.
We're in the studio and looking up and they talking. I'm like, okay.
Through the window, they're looking like, what? And the guy's like making faces. I'm like, hey.
but yeah.
It's all glass on the side of the studio. So the whole window is glass on that side.
So the disaster cleanup in South Georgia is still underway. National Guard is still on scene. Like I say, it was a flood event. They're telling people to stay off the roads if you don't need to. A lot of schools started today. Well, delayed started today. One schools down south started yesterday. And it really didn't start. They just wanted to have they opened up the schools for a safe place for the kids and families to hang out and that couldn't get back to their homes. But Cooks, I think it was Cooks County, they started school today, and the upcoming. Let me see, who's starting schools today due to the rain. Candler School District decides to reopen as decision to reopen schools as Debbie moved north. So like I said, they opened the schools in Candler County, uh, just so the kids can have a safe haven. So that's the things that's going on down south. I'm excited that next week we'll have some representatives coming, elected officials to speak about the disaster recovery and things that are going on in different areas in that region. So I'm excited. I guess more information will be given out, I guess, closer to that day. We're gonna wait. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold it tight.
We want to make sure that people, people actually show up. So we just got to confirm.
I have belief in my.
Good morning.
He will be there.
Good morning, Diana. Thanks for dropping in.
Hey, morning.
Where are you? Are you in Georgia? Yeah, Debbie is really anytime we have bad weather, we try to tell people to stay out of the path of the storm. And somebody asked me like, why are they closing the school? Because it could be really bad, like the winds could get really high, and you want to make sure that people are safe. We don't want to hear about tragedies, and a lot of times we do, even though we don't want to. So we want to make sure that people stay out of the path of the storm. So
well, even in that area in Candler County, uh, the emergency management said no commercial vehicles. So that means, school buses weren't allowed to go in certain areas because, no commercial vehicles. So the schools were just open specifically for that safe haven for the kids to be able to release, some energy. I think they was providing breakfast and lunch for families. And so it was just almost like a shelter.
right.
But schools are starting up. I mean, we are in back to school season. Everybody has been going to school in the last couple of weeks. School started in Georgia. I think the first school started like in July 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother went back in July, and I said, "What do you mean? I got to go to work." I'm like, "Back to school." What's crazy is they haven't started school in New Jersey yet. Up north, they haven't started.
They haven't started in most of Texas. I mean, when I was in school, we didn't go back to like the Wednesday or Thursday before Labor Day.
Oh yeah, we went after Labor Day. We definitely went the day Labor Day was Monday, Tuesday we were back in school.
Yeah, no, we went, which we never understood. We went like Thursday, Friday, and then off Monday, and then back for another 4 weeks.
Yes, that didn't make sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it happens. But at the end of the day, school is only what 180 days.
Yeah,
186 or whatever. So regardless of what the calendar is, when you start, when you don't start, you're still in school 180. So if you are in those areas that have sustain some damage and you are in need of a contractor or just someone to help you with your claims process and your repairs, text STORM at 888-835-1386, and a representative from Southern Elite Contracting will reach out to you to assist you with your needs. Again, that's text STORM to 888-835-1386. So long story short, it's gonna be a hot day in Georgia. Come, stick around. We'll have some events of what's going on today and possibly tomorrow here in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot, and it's weird because we never know like what it could rain on my side of the street and literally be dry on your side. I've never seen anything like that.
Well, yeah, I remember we were on the phone and you hear that thunder? Girl, it's sunny over here.
Right.
What you talking about?
Right.
I'm outside playing fetch with the dog.
Yeah.
So what you talking
No fetch on this side. It is thundering. I'm about to get away from this computer.
about? So,
All right, moving on.
well, jumping into, I thought we were gonna go into commercial, but jumping into,
We'll go after that.
okay, jumping into today's news. So the Georgia State Election Board is holding, well, was yesterday held a monthly meeting and several rule change proposals under consideration. Uh, well, one of them is so several rule proposals were endorsed at last month's meeting, including the one that would require hand counting vote totals at the end of each voting day to ensure they match machine provided totals. Look, these people will
Try anything.
yeah find any way to discredit an election. So now they want to make sure, okay, well, we want to, this is election protection. Georgia did not, the Republican state secretary of state, the Republican governor confirmed that Georgia did not have any fraudulent, voter fraud,
Right.
but yet they continue to put these rules and things in place to prevent something that never happened.
You know what's crazy about that though, Derek? Because we know this is a ploy to throw off our election, right? We know that. And when I think about Governor Kemp, I see him and his daughters with the shotguns and all. He got daughters, right?
Yeah.
So with if the running mate to Kamala, the running candidate against Kamala just wins that election, will those things not affect his daughters? No, and let me just be very blunt about what I'm about to say. So I forgot what page it was. I want to say it was page 404.
Okay.
One of them pages. And
Oh,
they want 404.
mhm.
I think it was one of those pages. One of the pages in Project 2025 says there's a thing to call no fault divorce. So are you telling me that it's okay if your daughter gets married and she's in an abusive relationship with a man and she's put in her time and they built this family together, but he's abusive, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, whatever it is, it's okay that she can get a divorce and walk away with nothing except for the abuses and the stress that she's going through? Because that's what that means, right? No fault.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just trying to wrap my head around any man with a daughter who will vote for something like that.
Hmm.
Any man with a daughter. You got a daughter.
I do. You have a daughter.
I have a daughter.
Yeah.
That's why I talk
and
about
a granddaughter.
that's why and a granddaughter. So that's why I talk about this all the time because I cannot understand why would you try to tamper with the voting rights, the election, to put someone in office who would do detriment to you and yours, not just black folk, not just Mexican and Spanish people, not just immigrants, your family too. Just don't understand. I can't understand that.
Again, that goes back to voting your interests. So this new rule, uh, basically, so if the number recorded on the precinct poll pad, ballot marking device, or scanner recap does not reconcile with the hand count ballot totals, the poll manager shall immediately determine the reason for the inconsistencies, correct the inconsistency if possible, and then fully document the inconsistencies or problem along with any corrective measures taken. So basically, this rule is in place. Trump probably would have got that 11,000.1 vote because they would have found a reason why the inconsistencies were there. I mean, a hand count a hand count, it opens it up for human error. So
Right.
if the calculator says 100 and I got 49, so we're just gonna say the calculator wrong.
Right.
Calculator wrong.
So when we go vote, right? We
Yeah.
go vote and we put it in the machine
Scan it in.
and it's scanned.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna take them out the machine and then
Then
by hand.
count by hand.
What kind of sense does that make? That's a waste of tax.
every
It's a
every
waste
day.
of taxpayer
Yeah,
dollars.
they want it every day.
That is a waste of taxpayer dollars. And if I were you guys, we would need to protest that because that makes no sense. It wasn't a problem in the last voting cycle. Why should it be a problem now? Why would you have to count a vote that was scanned by the computer
Yeah, I
by
mean,
hand? If I'm tired, I'm sitting there, my eyes going across like this, and I don't forgot what number I was on.
right now
Think
I
about
got
it for a
stolen.
second.
Now I got
That's
stolen a
oh,
load.
that's a waste.
Think about counties like Gwinnett, Fulton, DeKalb.
Million.
I mean, everybody in Metro Atlanta. Think about the other metro areas that have large populations,
Cobb County.
Columbus, you
Cobb.
know, all of them.
All of
Like,
them.
we sitting here, a precinct by itself can have, 50 to 100,000
Right.
people voting in one precinct.
One precinct.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy. Listen, it's a waste of our dollars. So listen, you might want to go and say something about that because I think it's the dumbest rule ever. But here's the thing: they always come up with a bunch of dumb rules that don't make sense. However, they think this is going to help them, and for what reason, I could not even begin to tell you. Because I mean, the Secretary of State and his people probably going to send their kid to private school, right?
oh yeah,
But I'm sure everybody in the family is not
you know, for
1% or
security.
5%. They're not. I'm sure not everybody in the family, don't get Social Security. So they don't care about you.
Yeah,
Because that's pretty much what it says.
and
It pretty much says, I don't get,
yeah.
it's a family show. I don't care about you, my family. I don't care that you don't have health care. I don't care that your social security may be affected. I don't care that your kids go to public school and they may be subject to whatever one page 134 says. I don't care about that.
Yeah, none of that matters.
None of that matters.
And so, well,
I think that requires me to go to a commercial.
well,
What you
no, I
think?
mean, well, we still talking. Let's go to the school. We talked about it all
Right.
week about how the Georgia school superintendent uh, first said that the state wasn't going to pay for the African American studies. Well, the headline on AJC this morning was Georgia school chief now say he will recognize AP African American studies, and so which means that the state will cover the cost. I do know some schools were paying for it out of pocket, some school districts. Uh, Gwinnett County was one that was not paying for out of pocket, but with the new information, the new announcement from the state school, I woke up this morning with a press release from uh, Gwinnett County School Representative Karen Watkins that it was pretty long. She can be wordy sometimes, but
Karen gonna get you.
yeah, in a nutshell, it's coming back to Gwinnett. There's also a headline that said that Gwinnett County School will be offering AP African American Studies. I do know DeKalb County was already still offering it. Other counties that was already offering it, they continue. And so I just find it interesting. So it's crazy.
We got so many things to worry about, right? We have so many things to worry about. We got so many issues that are real issues like healthcare and elder care and education. And why are you trying to stop history? Why are you trying to
Well, here's
bury history?
Well, his argument is that the course violate the state's 2022 divisive concept law, which I mean,
Why? Because
why?
the
Because
truth.
it's talking about African American
And our history is
studies.
pretty rough.
Like I say, there is an AP European studies so that doesn't like that's not divisive concepts. Like why when it's black people?
Because our history is so horrible.
I mean,
And
it is,
it's
what
horrible.
it is, yeah.
It
So
is what it is. And so it people don't want to. Here's the thing: you can't hide it from the kids, right?
yeah,
You
nah,
can't hide nothing from these kids. These kids walk around with computers in their pockets every day. And even though they try to take it out of the schools, you can't hide it. I'm glad that they put it back in, but why waste time on something like that? Just leave it history and let it be what it is. It's been like that forever. Just leave it. Why change it now? Because do they feel like if they bury old history, it's gonna prevent new things from happening and create new history? Because it's not.
It is not.
It's
But
not.
but this goes to show why again elections matter. Elections have consequences. Georgia's school superintendent is an elected office, an elected official. That means just like he was voted in, he can be voted out. Pay attention. We have short-term memory. I don't think he's up for election this year. Let's say he's up for election 2 years from now. 2 years from now, we're gonna act like that never happened and don't remember and don't vote.
Right.
Like we have to do better. We have to do better. You have to hold these people accountable. What they do in year one counts just as much as what they do in year two and three.
Right.
Hold them accountable. Hold them accountable, especially if they continue to do things over the years and we never hold them accountable because they're gonna continue to do it. But yeah, in his statement, in a statement posted to the Georgia Department of Education website, the Republican school chief said it has been determined that this law shall not restrict local school systems from adapting any AP, IB, or dual enrollment course. These courses are implemented in a professionally and academic appropriate manner and without espousing personal political beliefs. As I have said, I will follow the law in compliance with this opinion. The AP African American Studies will be added to the state funded course catalog effective immediately. So, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Organizations like the NAACP, New Georgia Project, all the other social organizations that was out there protesting and that spoke, all the representatives from the school boards to the state reps to state senators that went out there and protest. Thank you. As you see that peaceful protests still work. Uh, be mindful of that, just like y'all say, hold the school superintendent accountable. Be mindful of the ones that was out there fighting on your behalf. Uh, most of them were elected officials. Some of them are up for re-election in November. And how you can find out if you can vote for them, you go to mvp.sos.ga.gov to find out if that representative, if that state senator, if that school board member is on your ballot in your area, and vote accordingly. Uh, I mean, elections matter, and there's no reason why we can learn about every other culture in the world, but we can never learn about our culture.
Right.
Something's wrong with that.
Definitely something's wrong with that. But listen, make sure that you can vote. Go to mvp.sos.ga.gov. Make sure you're on the rolls because we got a lot of flim flam going on.
Yeah.
A lot of shenanigans happening. So make sure that your name is on the rolls. And if it's not on the rolls, make sure to put it on the rolls. All right. All right. Now we're gonna go to a commercial. We'll be right back after this commercial to bring you more of what's going on in and around Georgia. So stay tuned.
Did your business accept Visa or MasterCard anytime between January 1st, 2004 and January 24th, 2019? If so, then you may qualify to share in one of the largest class action settlement payouts in history, a staggering $6.1 billion. Visa Inc. and MasterCard Inc. agreed to settle this case and were ordered to repay merchant processing interchange fees overpaid by their customers. To be included, you must opt into the list of participating merchants by August 30th, 2024. You will not be included unless you officially opt in. No personal documents or statements are required. To apply, we need your business name and basic contact information. For more information and how to get your share of this $6.1 billion, text NOISE to 26786. Again, text NOISE to 26786. That's NOISE to 26786. Remember, the deadline is August 30th, 2024.
Barty.
Welcome back. They heard you,
Well, I'm sorry. I don't think they heard too much. They ain't that.
They did. They just heard you say stop complaining.
Stop complaining.
I'm not complaining. I'm just observing. Welcome back, y'all. So we're behind the scenes talking trash as usual. So let's keep it training. Welcome back. This is Good Morning Georgia. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, along with Derek J. Wilson, giving you the rundown about what's going on in and around Georgia. And we are moving on over here to Gwinnett County. Yep. There be telling me I talk too much about Gwinnett. It is what it is. Gonna be what it's gonna be. Yeah. So right now, August is recognized as Purple Hearts Month. So shout out to all the veterans and the Purple Heart recipients. We love to recognize them for serving our country and the work that they've done and the things that they've endured to make sure that we are safe here in the state of Georgia and in the United States. So we like to recognize that there are a lot of things that go on within the month. You get 10% discount on park facility rentals as a perk for us recognizing Purple Heart Month. You also get a 10% discount on all admissions to pools and open gyms and tennis centers. You get a 10% discount on programs and classes. You get free pet adoption, which is pretty cool. I think that's really cool because the shelter always have some
Service dog.
yeah service dogs, and when I went through the Gwinnett Citizens Academy 101, they had they had a program in the prisons in jail for the dog.
Yes,
I
the
thought
current sheriff stopped
I know
it.
people were upset about that, but I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty interesting too. But that's no longer in
That's no
effect.
longer here in
Yeah.
effect.
Also, you get discounted community garden plots through Harvest Gwinnett. I like that as well. So you go plant a tree. We tear down, we cut down a lot of trees. We need to replenish the earth with trees. Free radon and soil tests from UGA Extension Gwinnett. So you must show your DD 214 discharge papers, a military order of the Purple Heart membership card in order to take to in order for you to receive these discounts. So check that out. We salute you. We salute you.
We salute.
We
Yes,
do.
thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. And that's important because they do a lot for us, and some of them come home and they're not themselves anymore, and they get left out, they get tossed to the side. We see a lot of mental health issues, and we talk about mental health more now than ever. We used to didn't talk about mental health as much, but now we talk about it a lot, and we have to
Yeah.
because it's showing up so much everywhere. So we have to talk about that. And a lot of veterans who have done their tour come back and they have some mental issues that they have to, move past. So we want to help them and appreciate them and show them as much love as possible.
I also feel like that was one of the positive outcomes from COVID. It forced
Yeah,
the society, the world, to look into mental health because locking someone up, being on shutdown and
yeah.
cause brought mental illness to the forefront. So yeah, mental illness is real.
And I can tell you, up until George Floyd,
Yeah.
I thought I was fine. After George Floyd, followed by the pandemic, I was a mess. Like I was so messed up mentally, and to the point where anytime my brother, my husband, my nephews were out and about, I would just make calls for no reason. They didn't know why I was calling. I knew why I was calling. I could hear a siren and freak completely out. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
just hey. And as long as they pick up the phone and answer, I was fine. They didn't know why I was calling though, right? They just thought I was calling, but I heard a siren because at that time my brother literally lived around the corner from me. So anything that happened, I could hear a siren. And he literally like we could go up 2 miles and he lived right there.
Yeah.
So I would hear, and I know my brother, he likes to go to Walmart and Kroger's and all these different places. He loves all that stuff, which I don't like grocery shopping. He's always in Walmart. What you doing in Walmart? But I would hear these things and be totally messed up. My daughter could go, it got so bad, my daughter, till she put the tracking on my phone so I can track her.
Yeah.
So it was like that type of stuff. And I'm slowly getting back to myself, but this is so important. Like mental health is so important. And we have to keep talking about it and we have to keep providing resources to people so that we can, I don't know if we ever get back to normal. I just don't know. And then forget about COVID. COVID sent me somewhere else. Like having COVID, I still have the after effects of COVID.
Well, people are still getting COVID, period.
They still get it, and I still have after effects. You know, I lost my mom to COVID, so that was detrimental. So it was a lot. So we need that. So anyway, shout out to all the veterans. Won't get off on my tangent. Hey, listen, the Q was saying there's a friendly reminder that the sanitation department additional trash bags that are not within the city issued trash cans will not be picked up. So don't put them out there. They're telling you they won't be picked up. So don't put them out there. So they want to make sure that you know this is a helpful tip. If the lid can't close, it's good to go. If it can't close, then it's not going. So don't, if you got questions, you can give them a call. It's not me talking. They just send you a friendly reminder over the cooler. They saying, listen, if the trash bag is not in the can, it won't be picked up. If you got questions about that, give them a call, 770-963-7451, 770-963-7451, 770-963-7451. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
All right, so we're doing events. Jersey Boys, Sandy Springs Performing Arts Center at City Springs is having, starting today, August 8th, is having some shows of Jersey Boys, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Uh, all day. It says Thursday, all day. So reach out to what is it called? Buyers Theater One, Sandy Springs Performance Arts Center. So that sounds like fun. Also, collaborations exhibit in Falk Pottery Museum of Northeast Georgia. They're having the pottery uh, going on. That's going on from a long time, August 8th through November. It said through November or something. So check that out if you're into pottery. That's in I'm let Audrey read that. She know how to read these Georgia's towns. Santee Noche,
Wow, that's saute noche.
Salte Noche, Georgia.
Saute
Salte
noche.
Nakuchi.
The coaching. Where is that?
I don't know. Let's look it up. But
Yeah.
it's in North Georgia because it's called Northeast Museum of Northeast Georgia. So check that out if you're into pottery. Uh, yeah, I man, when you start looking at things in Georgia, you finding everything. Oglethorpe University Museum of Arts having an event. From again, that's going on from August 8th today through December 1st. Let's go down to Canton. Well, that's not down. That's a little. That's
That's
north.
up.
That's north too. Canton.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pottery stuff. Is this pottery season?
I like pottery. Let me tell you something. I took sculpting in college.
Okay,
Clay.
Clay,
I got an F.
you got it. I thought you like it though.
I do. I just don't know how to do it.
Well. You have a lot of opportunities to learn.
My
Uh,
husband bought me a pottery wheel.
so it's a from the clay,
I
from the
just need a
story
mask.
of Cherokee County's world-renowned pottery industry. That's going on from August 8th to October 27th, and that's in Cherokee County History Center. Trash to Treasure Art Show. That's in Forsyth County. That's going on from August 8th to August 24th. Let me see. Let's get outside of the metro. I feel like we still up north. Let's see what's going on in Brownston, downtown Brownston Wine Walk. If you went to wine, go to downtown Brownston
That sounds
today.
nice.
That
That's
does
happening this
sound
evening. That
yeah,
sounds nice.
say that. Bingo, man. I
I
would
like
love to
bingo.
go to a real bingo game. I've never been to like a grown
Let
person
me tell you right
bingo.
now, you can't go in there talking though.
Don't talk here and don't say and don't bring no kid that say bingo and it ain't bingo.
Kids.
Oh, okay.
There's
Yeah.
listen, you when they are serious about bingo. You get your hot dogs and your soda and
Sat
sit
down
down
and be quiet.
and be quiet. And when they call 066, that's a problem.
And so wrapping up, downtown live fantasy band at Bulloch County Courthouse Lawn in Statesboro. That sounds like that look like that's gonna be fun. That's tonight. Uh, downtown fantasy tonight at what time? They don't say the time. Nope, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And last but not least, down in Winder, they got Friday night's drift, which is tomorrow. Uh, I guess you get to watch some street racing legally. So check that out. To learn more about what's going on in Georgia, exploregeorgia.org.
or goodmorninggeorgia.org.
Oh, good morning.
We don't have a calendar yet.
Okay, yeah, we don't have it yet, but we will.
We will have one.
All right, Henry County, Henry County School District. That's not what it's called. What is it? Henry County Public Schools? Henry County Schools has a new superintendent. As the Board of Education unanimously, approved the hiring of Dr. John Pace III in a special call meeting on Tuesday. So, congratulations. His official duties start Tuesday, September 3rd. The process has been going on since February of this year. That's a long time.
Why so long?
Talking the dollars they talking. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's a long process. I mean, some of these superintendents make more than the president.
well, I know.
Yeah.
We saw the salary for Gwinnett superintendent. I was like, ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
wee.
And some of the benefits. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so congratulations to that Henry County out there in McDonough and Stocksbridge. They have a new superintendent. Also in Rockdale County, you know, our producer be moving too fast. Slow it down, producer. Slow it down. So three major road projects happening in Rockdale County by the county as well as Georgia Department of Transportation. Uh, Rock is underway next. It's starting next over the next few months. So be mindful. There's going to be a lot of traffic over the next 3 or 4 months. Work is slated to begin the widening of Salem Road, uh, the reconfiguration of Highway 138 and Interstate 20 interchange, and construction of a courtesy parkway extension, which includes a non-access bridge over I-20 and Flat Shoals. So connecting Flat Shoals Road and Old Covington Highway. These projects will take a while. I think they said anywhere from to 28, so up to 4 years. Some of these projects can take. If you have written down Highway 20 between 285 and I guess coming back, going back towards the cab, Stonecrest, it's so much construction right there. I think they're widening the freeway in that area. They reconfiguring the I-20 285 interchange. Uh, Several either late last year, early this year, there was a bad accident where someone died because the reconfiguring, well, they was probably not paying attention. It was going pretty fast. So it was a father and his kids, and one of them, well, it was kids and then a teenager at the schools. So just be careful. That's why they putting it out there now, announcing it like, hey, this is what's coming down the pike. This is what's happening. Pay attention to signs. Pay attention to, I know some of you Georgians that's been here. Oh, I've been riding down I-20 for the past 20 years. Yeah, well, I-20 is changing.
It's different.
Especially once you get past Wesley Chapel? Once you get past Wesley Chapel, well, coming from the Cap County or coming from Covington, Rockdale, once you get past Wesley Chapel, it started to change. Coming from Atlanta, once you get up to 285, once you start going under 285, that whole thing is different. And getting on and off 285 off I-20 is different. I mean, you have to pay attention because you can easily run into a wall that you didn't realize was there because it probably wasn't there yesterday, but it's there today. So
Yeah.
pay attention, especially at night.
And that's everywhere. Like we have so much construction going on in Georgia right now because it's growing. Like it's literally just. I remember I was talking to someone. They live in Bethlehem, Georgia,
Yeah,
which is on the other side of like Winder.
Yeah.
And I've been out there a few times, and it was really country. Like it was like being in the country. And I went to this beautiful gated subdivision. I got invited to this event. It was beautiful. It was gated. You literally had to give your ID to the security guard kind of thing. Yeah, it was that kind of gated.
top 1%.
Yeah, that's that 1% I be talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
And I don't think that the 1% is not at all. But I went there and it was nice. But on the other side, it was real country. And the person lived on that side, like they hadn't built it up yet. Well, we were talking in the conversation, and she was like, "Oh my God, they're building more subdivisions because it's no longer country." Because here in Gwinnett County, I heard that we're running out of space in Gwinnett, so we got to keep going a little bit further.
Further out.
And but it's everywhere, so you got to make sure you pay attention. Like on the way here this morning to the studio, there was construction, and I'm like, and don't try to go around. Be patient.
Be patient.
Be patient.
And one of my biggest pet peeves is people who don't slow down in school zones. That annoys me.
They need to get. They gonna get some
That
tickets.
annoys. I told Audrey the other day I wish I was a transformer cop. I can just transform into a police and pull them over because you know I have kids, so I may be biased, but I would show hate for someone's kid to get hit in a school zone because you got a dummy that's in a rush to go nowhere.
Right.
Well,
To be patient.
you already late, so
And you got those road barriers where the construction is happening. They're there for a reason. They're not there for you to pull around and run into a car coming head on. That's not what they're
far
stop, be
run into a
patient. I know.
worker.
And if you know you're gonna be late, leave early.
Right.
That's all. Speaking of early, I couldn't believe how late I was this morning. So it's so funny. I'm gonna tell this story and I probably shouldn't. So I get up, right? I got on these Q pens and I'm like, okay, I don't have to iron them because when I put them on, they're gonna get filled out, right? Except at the bottom.
Well, knock all the wrinkles out, huh?
Yeah, all the wrinkles coming out. All the wrinkles coming out these motherfuckers. Except at the bottom. So now I walk out. I got a long mirror. I walk out and look in the mirror and I'm talking to my daughter. I was like, I need to iron these pants. They are very wrinkled at the bottom. She's like, yeah, you can't go out like that. That's why I was late. So and I wasn't really late, but I like to be on time. But I was like, I got to go back and iron these pants. The bottom is
texting me talking about where you at, man. Look, I'm here. Just we here. We are here.
But here's the thing: I was patient because it was my fault that I was late. So when I got to the barrier where they was fixing the road on Grace and New Hope, I was like, let me just be still because it's my fault. I should have left on time.
Be still.
Be still.
Yeah. I mean, we both wake up at 5 something in the morning.
Showing up.
And
except for this one, I hit the clock about 5 times. Like, oh, I just need to know a few more minutes. What time is it now?
I definitely was up. I'm sending emails.
At 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I emailed you.
Look, my email was asleep. That's why I didn't.
You're like, nah, bro, you need to try that doing business.
Did you get my email? I was like, I ain't no email from you. Turn it up. I hope my email was still asleep.
Yeah, email was like, yeah, we're not.
Email is closed.
We're not delivering this. Come back doing business.
We open up at 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah. My email's like, nope. You know what? I want to talk about this real quick because I thought this was pretty cool. I want to go see them play.
I don't know nothing about them.
So Savannah Banana, this guy had this idea, which I thought was pretty darn cool. They had a baseball team in Savannah, and it wasn't doing very well. He decided to turn it into this whole entertainment event. Now they have sold out crowds. So they play baseball, but they dance to the like.
Oh, it's like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Of baseball. So now, yeah, I would love to go see that. I know the Stripers don't do that. It's probably too
Strikers are real.
Yeah,
baseball team.
I know, like they're too professional. But Savannah Bananas, they doing their thing. Now they're gonna be on True TV. The game is gonna air on True TV. I watched his story. I watched how he started. He's an entrepreneur, and this is like a private team. It's not like Stripers, which is like the
Right.
D League for the Braves.
Right.
It's like a private team. So
it's a B League.
As a B League.
You push them down.
I'm sorry, y'all. B League for the Braves.
I think D in baseball is Pee Wee.
Oh, okay. B League. Listen, I've been to the Braves game. I love it.
Yeah, so I am a Astros fan, but I do live in Georgia, so I do like going to the Braves games. I particularly like when the Astros are playing. Those are good series.
I think I went to that game last year. The Astros and the Braves.
Those are some good series.
And we have great seats. Oh my God, I love. That's the only reason I want to go. Like I don't want. So when we don't have good seats, I don't want.
1%ers right here.
I'm not a 1%er.
1%.
Not yet. I'm getting there though.
She part of the top 5.
5%.
Yeah, top 5.
See, he talking that trash about me because that's what he is.
Top 5.
I'm just trying to be like him when I grow up.
I may be in the top 100. 100. Yeah.
But I like it. So when we go to the Braves game, I like doing I like doing this. We have great seats too.
Like it's cultural insensitive.
But listen, we're not gonna get into that. The team is called the Braves. We sitting like in row 13, seat 29 or something. So we right there. We got good seats, right? And then we got free food and drinks all night.
Yeah.
And the seats are leather.
Oh, okay.
And then we got concierge.
See,
that's all
I gotta walk up the stairs.
I gotta walk. When we come to after we leave out of the clubhouse, we sit in our seats, and then after we sit there, we want water, or ice cream, or peanuts, or soda. Concierge is going back and forth to get us what we want. I love it. Like that's why I like going to the Braves game when they
Parking the
and I don't like going to the day game. So when my husband say you want to go to the game, if he ask what time is it, if he say 12 o'clock, I'm not going. It's too hot.
It's too hot.
I'm going to the 7 o'clock game, the 7:30 game.
I like going to the games on the weekend because you can make it a all day affair.
I do too if it's at 7:30.
Like going during the week because you're working, you dealing with family stuff, and then you got it's just too much.
It's too much.
Too much.
And it's too hot. Like I don't want to go during the day. I just can't imagine sitting in the sun for like that long because it's just that hot. I can't do it. I cannot do it.
Now, well, it could be worse. We could be in hell. So
Well, thank God I'm not there.
yeah.
All right, we're going to go to commercial. We're going to come back and give you some more news about what's going on in our chamber. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after that commercial.
Why do 70% of aspiring authors never publish their work? Because they don't have bookpreneur. Whether you're dreaming of publishing your memoir, a children's book, or the next great novel, Bookpreneur is your go-to source. Our weekly newsletter and video show offer step-by-step guidance and insider tips to help you navigate the publishing world. Don't let your masterpiece stay hidden. Join the Bookpreneur community today and start turning pages into profit. Subscribe now at www.bookpreneur.com.
In a world where business and sustainability intersect, the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, or GWC, stands as a beacon of empowerment and innovation. Our mission: to empower women in business while fostering a culture of sustainability within our community. We're not just about business growth. We're about eco-friendly practices, about encouraging a healthier, more sustainable future for all. Through innovative tools, equipment, and education, we're supporting the success of women entrepreneurs and promoting a greener tomorrow. Our vision stretches beyond the present. We see a future where GWC is a leading force in the promotion of women's entrepreneurship and environmental stewardship. A vibrant community where women in business thrive alongside a commitment to sustainability. We're making the Gwinnett region a model for inclusive economic growth and ecological balance. We are the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, where business meets sustainability. Join us in shaping the future.
Welcome back. So listen, tomorrow, 9 a.m., we actually get to Peachtree Cafe at 8 a.m., but we will be going live from Peachtree Cafe. Tomorrow is Business Over Breakfast. That is a joint venture between the GECC and GWC. We meet every second Friday of the month at Peachtree Cafe to do Business Over Breakfast. So we talk about business. If you are an entrepreneur and you're struggling in your business and you need some support and you need some questions answered, 9 times out of 10, there's somebody in the room that can answer that question for you. We have some great. I want to give a shout out to Kurt Thompson, who was there one day. People had some legal questions, and he was happy to answer all of those questions. Also, want to give a shout out to
He's
Marlene.
a member of Great Eastside Chamber of Commerce.
He is, and I want to give a shout out to Marlene Foscue, who's our director of economic development for the GWC. Also, a wealth of information. She's always there when she's not with her granddaughter, who's just so beautiful. And sharing information about what you need to do to make your business grow, how to do business with the county, also giving people input. So this is a great opportunity for you to get free advice. Nobody is charging you anything. You don't even have to eat breakfast. That's optional. But we will be live streaming tomorrow.
We're gonna
from
try
there.
it
So
out.
yeah, so
And
listen, if you're not a member of our chamber, I'm gonna tell you, if our members are there and they want to go on live first, they get first dibs. However, if you're in the room and you want to come on and talk about your business, this is a great opportunity. So check it out. Space is really limited. I'm not just saying this to hype it up. It's really limited. So if you get there past 8 o'clock, you may not get a seat.
You may not get a seat.
Yeah, may not get a seat.
So speaking of limited space, Georgia property owners battle railroad company in ongoing eminent domain case. Anybody that's familiar with anything with Gwinnett County over the last year know that eminent domain was a hot button in Gwinnett County. But eminent domain, period, is a hot button amongst landowners. And so yesterday, there was a hearing about a railroad company use of eminent domain in one of Georgia's poorest area. First of all, I didn't know a railroad company can use eminent domain. I thought that had to be a government entity, but
did the government sign off on it?
I mean, well, So after 3 days of hearing in November, an officer of the Georgia Public Service Commission granted Sanderville's Railroad Company's request to legally condemn 9 properties in Sparta, Georgia. The commission's decision to adapt or reject the officer's recommendation could affect property law nationwide. So this is major because I don't think normally a private company can eminent domain somebody's property. So if the
Well, I wait a minute. I saw a documentary called Silver Penny Road, and I think that was something that they did. And so what happened was in, I want to say it was South Carolina, North Carolina. There was some land owned by this family, like hundreds of acres, but there was a beach on the land. So it had been in their family for about 100 years. And back then, we couldn't commingle and go to the beach together.
right,
So this was a private beach.
so we talking about something that happened back in the 60s.
No, no, no. It's happening right now.
Oh.
So the company came and took the land from the family, and then some kind of way they made the two people that were still living on the land. They told them, if you don't get off this land, you're going to jail. They went to prison for like 8 years for their land. They had houses on the land, so you will be surprised at the things that people can do when they have money.
But so glad you good segue.
Yep.
So Sanderville, which is owned by a prominent Georgia family, prominent mean money,
Yep.
uh, wants to build a line of 4.5 miles long called the Hannon Sun Spur that will connect to the CSX rail line at Sparta, 85 miles southeast of Atlanta. So the property owners to make driving off some of them anyway, the owners don't want to get rid of the land, rightfully so, because it's their land. And so since they wouldn't sell, the next best thing, I guess, is eminent domain. I have a major issue with that. Anybody that know me or follow me, like I said, over the course of the year, the past 12 months, I've been in the news behind that, of my displeasure of how the eminent domain is used. And so when I saw this, I immediately got upset because it's in one of the poorest towns in Georgia, and don't know well, it don't even matter the demographic. It's one of the poorest towns, and I told when dealing with situations in Gwinnett County, I said, eminent domain and the dislike of it has nothing to do with it has a lot to do with history amongst Black folks, but it's not just Black people that have landowners, period, property owners, period, whether you're Black, white, Hispanic, what have you, dislike eminent domain because eminent domain is an illegal process where they can take your land for pennies on a dollar, and people in government would disagree, saying that's not the case. I was told that, but read the definition. I know what your intentions or what you think your intentions are, but eminent domain is what it is. So this is a fight that's going, it's a naked transfer of wealth from my clients to Sandersville. This is what the attorney's saying about the ordeal. And it's a small network of clients, so those can get richer. And it's crazy. So I will keep my eye on that, see how this pans out. Is in Sparta, Georgia. Sparta residents also heard that the railroad will permit an expansion of nearby quarry that generate noise and dust. So it's so many things that can happen. But if the Georgia Commission allows this to happen, this could set a precedent for property law nationwide. So it's not just a Georgia thing. It's in effect throughout the entire country. So
Listen, y'all, we're about to get ready to shut it down, but I want to give you a couple more events you want to go out tonight. I like open mic night. My daughter went to a spoken word night last Friday, I think it was, last Saturday. She told me how much fun she had. So when I was in Jersey, I would go to karaoke all the time. And my friends like, well, you go. Now, I don't think I can sing. I never did, but I like music. But if go to open mic night, you want something to do tonight, check out NGO Brewing. They got open mic night tonight at 7 o'clock. They're located at 5019 West Broad Street Northeast, and that's in Sugar Hill. So if you're looking for something to do tonight, go to open mic night, have some fun, get up on the mic, show your stuff if you got some stuff. Again, that's tonight. NGO Brewing, located at 5019 West Broad Street Northeast, and that's in Sugar Hill, Georgia. Also, over at another brewery, Music Bingo. Now, I've never played this, but that sounds like a lot of fun. That's going to be a cultivation brewing over in 650 Laneport Drive Northwest, and that's in Norcross. Again, at 7 o'clock. So if you're looking for something to do this evening, you want to get out the house, I want to do something, it's a little bored. I've been in the house all week, go out, get you a brewski. I said brewski, that sounds crazy, don't it?
Also in Columbus, because again, you go straight to
Listen,
Gwinnett County every time.
here's why I go to Gwinnett County, because I'm supposed to be doing Good Morning Gwinnett, which I've done for almost 6 years. So I'm doing Good Morning Georgia. I got one last brewery. 6S Brewery Tour. If you want to take that tour, you can check that out as well. Go check them out, visit their website. That's happening today, 6 p.m. You can visit their brewery. 3111 Main Street, Duluth, Georgia. So check it out. All right. All right.
All right, Columbus, the Uptown Friday Night Concert Series presented by Aflac will return to Broadway beginning February 6th. That came out today, the announcement. The 5-week concert series will consist of multiple music genres, hometown artists from all Columbus residents. Every concert will be held at the 1000 block of Broadway every Friday, starting September 6th. So I guess they doing like a month notice. So starting September 6th through October 4th. The kickoff concert will be the Tommy Prime Band at 6 p.m., followed by a homegrown Zach Brown tribute band taking place at 8 p.m. So check that out. I hear that that's a nice little concert series that they do down there in Columbus. And it's interesting because most people they do a summer concert.
Yeah.
I like
summer series.
Yeah, I like the fall series because it's a little bit cooler.
Yeah, Norcross did a whole summer. I think Norcross and Peachtree Corners did a whole summer series. But you're right, I haven't done any because I can't.
It's hot.
I can't stand mosquitoes, and I hate being hot.
Yeah.
So I'm one of the people that missed all the concerts this summer.
But I might have to check out
in the fall. I go out in the fall.
What's going on? Speaking of fall, the Greater Eastside Chamber of Commerce is having our Labor Day pop-up festival, which is August 31st, the Saturday before Labor Day, from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. To learn more about that, please visit mygecc.org. Click on our events, and you can see it on our event calendar for August 31st. The deadline for vendors is August 10th. That's 2 days. So you don't want to miss out. This was well attended last year. This is our second annual. Alexander Park is one of the busiest parks in the Snellville, Lawrenceville area, and you do not want to miss it. Be there on time, or you might miss out.
Yeah, Alexander is really, and so you want to be able to find a park too, because Alexander is really an active park. Like people are there all times of the day, all times of the night walking.
That park with no events.
It's no events. Like, so I passed by one day, it was like a Saturday evening. It was packed. I'm like, are they having something? It's just packed all the time.
And a lot of walkers, a lot of runners, a lot of people just hanging out, with their pets, their kids. It's a great park. I used to be on the board of the Park and Rec, and so that was one of my favorite parks to represent.
Yeah, I'm gonna go start walking there in the morning time. Because people are walking all times of the day. Yeah. I'm trying to get back into my thing. I was doing really good at one point, going to the gym 5:30 in the morning, and then I fell off. Like really fell off. Now I need to get back into the gym and get my knees strong again. Speaking of events, the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce is having a information session about their Her Green Startup. Her Green Startup is an incubator that the GWC is sponsoring. And what it does is it's a place for women who are 18 years old or older to come out and learn how to start a business in the green space. When I say green, I mean sustainable energy, sustainable packaging, sustainable clothing, sustainable technology. It's solar heat, solar energy, EVs in that space. We want to be able to foster innovation in that space. We want women to be a part of that. There are some women, but we want more women in that space. It's going to take a lot of innovation as we move forward. If you don't pay attention to tech, pay attention. They got smart technology. I was looking at something this morning, I think it was. The guy went through the drive-through. He went through the drive-through and he placed the order with the auto attendant, not a real person. He gets to the window, it opens up like when you go to the bank and you put the thing in there, the food dropped down.
Oh, where was that? Oh, you saw it on TV?
I saw it on TV. Oh. So what I'm saying is that you're gonna need to know some new things because technology is taking over the basic things. Customer service is taking over that.
I believe Taco Bell. We went somewhere and it was like a computer talking, like at the drive-through.
Checkers has it. I hate it.
I don't eat at Checkers.
I went to my uncle loves Checkers.
I've never eaten at Checkers.
They got the best French fries ever.
I doubt that.
No, they do. You gotta try the French fries.
Doubt it.
French fries are the best.
What was it? I think it was Taco Bell. Because Maria loved Taco Bell. I know that's kind of stereotypical, but she loved Taco Bell. And and
now see, I didn't say anything. That was just Maria. When you watched this episode, that was Derek.
And I think it was Taco Bell where we had where we pulled up and I was like, yeah, I wanna. And it was like, yeah, thank you. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a computer. And then a voice came on. But if I would have never struggled with it, it would have taken my order.
Checkers never, the voice never comes on Checkers. It's all automated. You don't talk to the person until you get to the window to pay the money.
Yeah.
And I hated it. I was like, okay, I don't like this because I took them last week. I'm like, I don't like this. I can't even ask the questions I want to ask. It's taking the order. But this thing, right,
trying to make
at least at the window, at Checkers, you could pay to the person. Here, you tap the card and it just dropped. I was like, oh my God. So I said all that to say that, I know everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. I know everybody's not meant to be in tech, but if you even have an inkling that it could possibly be something for you, be sure to join us on September the 4th. It's a free event. It's open to the public. We're looking for 25 women to go through our incubator, ages 18 years old up. You must be able to commit full time to this. This is a 12-month process. You're going to start a business in this space, in the green tech space or green space. So it can't be a part-time venture. Starting a business is a full-time venture by itself. Starting a tech business is even more so. Starting a green tech business is even more so. So you talk about three things in one. Both Derek and I run businesses. When we get off this show, we'll be back to business.
Back to running.
Back to running. So we're looking for people who are serious about that. There are going to be prizes, cash prizes of $7,000. We're going to talk more about what that looks like at the event on September the 4th. And then after that, you get to pitch your business to see who wins that $7,000. And then in January, the incubator action kicks off. It is going to be a 10-month incubator, but you're going to have a 12-month residency at the Atlanta Tech Park, which is located in Peachtree Corners. So if you are interested and you want to make the commitment and you want to be a part of something amazing and you want to be an innovator, go to GWC website, GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com, GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com to click on the tab there. Also, on October the 29th and November 30th, yes, I'm saying all my announcements. Look how you looking. He said all his.
I said one event.
I can't help if you ain't got but one. I got three.
You going?
I can't help if you ain't got but one.
It's turned into a women's chamber.
It's not. It's not. These are important events.
Spend 30 minutes. Come on.
These are important events for women in business.
In Georgia.
All right. October the 29th, we will be at Macy's in Duluth at Gwinnett Place Mall. If you have a product or service that's not going to compete with Macy's, which means Michael Kors and I don't know all the designers.
No lingerie.
No, they said if it's plus size, she said you can come. We have
they don't sell plus size.
They do not. I had to call and ask because one of our vendors.
I need to get them in there.
Plus size, but see, that's my hope. My hope is for them to see what that process is like and be inspired to go to the next level of getting their lingerie in Macy's. She said we don't have plus size lingerie. I'm like, well, what does that mean? That means they don't have it. So that particular vendor, right? That particular vendor, will be in there, but Macy's is going to market the event.
That's going to be
the entire month until the event happens. So our deadline is August the 30th. If you want to be in the store with us, even if you just got information you want to share about your business, but if you make candles, if you make handbags. If you make your own fashion, you make your own lingerie. You can even have food. They said the last time they did this, they had a chocolatier there. Right. So
Latte.
chocolate. So whatever it is, if you want to, because I think in Nordstrom they do sell food, right? I think they sell high end food in Nordstrom.
That's
Anyway.
not the places I frequent.
Anyway, more information about all of the Gwinnett Women's Chamber events, and it's open to non-members as well. There's two separate prices, but when you go to the website, click on events, you see all of our events there. Register for the events. Hopefully, we'll see you there. And listen, come out, see what it feels like to be inside of Macy's. Macy's is one of the oldest department stores around.
No, well, Macy's used to be Foley.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. All I know is
Yeah, about Foley.
nope. When I worked at Bam Burgers.
You never heard of Foley's?
You ever heard of Bam Burgers?
Nah,
it was Bam Burgers too.
That's old folks stuff.
No, that Foley's is too. I ain't never heard of Foley's. That must have been out in Texas. In Jersey, Macy's was Bam Burger. So everybody used to go downtown Newark on Market Street. No, you used to go to I used to work in Bam Burgers and get all the discount on all the clothes. But then it became Macy's. Like I don't know what Foley's is, but I do know what Bam Burgers and Macy's were. But anyway, check that out.
Foley's was a regional chain of department stores from 1947 to 2006. So you should have heard of Foley's.
I've never heard of Foley's. I just told you what I heard of. Bam Burgers.
See, because it says
Look up Bam Burgers.
say after which Foley's locations were renamed Macy's. So Macy's bought Foley's.
So Macy's must have bought Bam Burgers too.
So wasn't it Bam
Burgers, BERGERS, Bam Burgers.
What?
BAMBERGERS, Bam Burgers. Which is so funny. I haven't said that since I was like a teen. I used to work there when I was a teenager.
In Newark.
Yep, it was in Newark.
Department store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It became Macy's.
So Macy's probably have been around longer than ever, and then they just bought up. Yeah, did Macy's own Bam Burgers.
Mm-hmm.
In 1929, Bam Burgers was purchased by, but it's a Macy Co., but the name remained Bam Burgers. So it was always Macy's.
Yep.
Macy's bought them in 1929.
I just said that's one of the oldest department stores around.
Yeah, we're learning history here.
We are.
But I can't believe she heard her. I guess Foley's must have been a South thing. If you from Georgia, well, let me correct. I didn't grow up in Georgia. Someone come in and let us know where. I mean, did y'all have Foley's here in Georgia? Because I do know that Foley's was all over Texas and
it must have been a Texas thing because I don't know.
Well,
even when I was a little girl in Albany, we didn't have Foley's. We had Belk. I don't know who owns that, but that's what we had.
Belk still around
in Sears. Yeah, there's a Belk in Gwinnett County.
So believe it or not, most people thought Sears owned Kmart, but Kmart owned Sears.
Really?
Yeah, Kmart was the parent company. You know.
Oh, God, yeah, Kmart was everywhere. We had all kinds of stores in Jersey, like Two Guys. You ever heard of it?
Two Guys.
That was a department store called Two Guys.
I heard Two Guys in the Truck.
No, this was a department store called Two Guys.
Yeah.
So Bam Burgers and Two Guys is where we went.
Oh well, Foley's headquarters was in Houston, Texas. Did not know that.
Well, there you go.
I did not know that. So maybe that's why. Okay.
There you go. That's why I don't know nothing about Foley's because I was at Bam Burgers.
Yeah, it was owned by the Foley brothers.
See that right there. You hear what he just said?
But look,
wait. This is why we do what we do. It was owned by the Foley brothers.
Foley brothers.
The Foley brothers.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it was in Dallas.
What the Foley brothers own right now?
Probably nothing. They sold it.
No. What do they own? They own something else.
Own something, yeah.
They own something.
But they got stocks now. They probably got stocks in Macy's.
Foley name is still somewhere floating around. Something we probably know and use every day. It's them, just like we're doing now.
So they was in Oklahoma. They was in Arizona. They was in New Mexico. So I guess they was that way, west, south, like west,
southwest,
midwest, south.
Yeah.
So I guess they didn't come this way, but they was a big, like that. See, and all they did was change them.
Yeah, that was huge. Macy's wasn't that big.
Yeah, they just changed. But
Macy's was a whole block on the corner of Halsey and Market and Washington. It was kind of big, and it was up high too. So
this was in So this is a Macy's. So Foley's now Macy's at North Park Center in Dallas. So yeah.
So just think about that for a second.
1900.
Getting your stuff inside of a department store can be a dream come true for you. So check it out. You don't know who's going to be in the room that day. You don't know if a buyer is going to come through and see your stuff. You don't know.
It's amazing how you go back and read these stories about how some of these big corporations come back, and they all started by getting a loan or something from a family member.
Yeah, well,
The Foley brothers, Pat and James, borrowed $2,000 from an uncle in 1900.
somebody lend them money these days because they don't feel like they don't get their money back. So,
Hey, uncle, if you watch it, can you loan me some money to start a business? You never know. 100 years from now, we might be billionaires. Dead, but big.
he already in the top 100, Fortune 100. So yeah.
My uncle in the top 50.
Okay, Fortune 50. There it is.
Top 50.
All right, Derek, you got more news? If not, we're gonna go to this last commercial. We're gonna come back and close it
We're gonna
out.
come back and we can talk about the Olympics.
Nope. He got to talk about the. I
About
haven't
the
seen
Olympics.
anything, but we're gonna go to this last commercial, and then we're gonna come back and talk about the Olympics, and then we're gonna close it out. And we're gonna talk about football.
Well, yeah, football has it started yet?
It starts tonight for some schools.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready for some? Oh no. Okay. Stop.
What happened?
I can't be singing that. That's trademark.
Oh yeah, please don't. Be right back.
Stop.
MD Communications Group, a complete networking hub. Trend technologies your way. Struggling with your network provider? Let's resolve this together with MD Communications Networking Hub. Slow internet, bad television, bad cell phone services, and wanna save more? Choose us. We offer economical deals, discounted coverage, fast rates, fastest internet, maximum channel options, and clear signals. Stay stress-free. Try our fast residential and commercial high-speed internet, television, and mobile phone services. Let us manage your stress. Contact us through our website, communicationsmd.com, or call us 770-421-5598.
All right. Now is our Olympic time. We not Snoop and Martha, but we the next best thing. So the US is so, we have not fallen when it come down to the gold medal count. That we're so far ahead in the medal count that we don't have to worry about that. It's the gold medal count that China is right behind us. So as of today, the US has 27 gold medals and China has 26 gold medals. Like we need to stay up on that. Everything else we doing, as Ryan Cameron said the other day, the U.S. is kicking butt and being the first losers. We have 35 silvers. The next closest one is 24. We have 33 bronze. The next closest one is 21. So yeah, our total medal count is 95. The next closest one is 67. So we're going home with the bag. We got the bag. We just need to keep these goals up. And we're getting gold medal in some of the most unexpected things. I don't know what athletics is. What is that?
You asking me? I'm not even following the Olympics. Sorry.
We're getting it in cycling on the road and cycling on the track. I guess there's a difference. We get it in fencing. We got gold in golf. Didn't golf was a
Fencing, that's nice.
well, they're not talking about building a fence.
Oh, what fencing is?
Oh, okay, what's
How
fencing?
dare you?
What's fencing?
If I had one, I'd stick it right now.
I just want to make sure you ain't
Stop
thinking
playing.
out there putting up. Boy, they building fences.
That bad, bro.
Habitat for Humanity.
Nah, not that bad.
We actually took gold in shooting. There's one thing U.S. can do. They can shoot, I guess.
That's what you look. Yeah.
So this is the first time they did surfing. We got the gold in surfing. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm surprised in that. Because I guess where are we surfing at? I guess Florida, Hawaii, yeah, in California too, I guess, huh?
California.
Uh,
California surfing, yeah.
we took the gold in wrestling as well. So,
I do want to talk about something that I saw. I saw a video last night, and it was a Simone Biles, and she was, it was some guy doing a show like our show, and he was on there talking about how she's a sociopath because she had some health issues, I guess, at one point. And
well,
she
last
decided,
Olympics,
and she decided to step down because she had something called twisties. And oh my God, like
that is.
I don't either, but it's some kind of health condition that they get that when they do their tumble, if they come down wrong, they can injure themselves. And she was saying she had been kind of trying to push through it. Here's my thing. One thing about this what we're doing right now, you need to be careful what you say and do because people can go back and they will search you and they will find stuff. So he's talking about how, she's been a wimp for not going through the Olympics last year. And I think he's talking about that now. She's been a wimp for not going through it the last year. And she's weak and all this. And she's a sociopath because she don't want to get injured. She's already injured, but she don't want to further injure. Okay, so they said that. So the person that was running the story pulled him up, taking some kind of pill because he got basketball elbow and some other kind of things he got going.
He's a sociopath too.
He's a sociopath. I forgot his name. I won't even call him, but he's a sociopath. So I said all that to say the kind of training that it takes for these young people to get out here and perform the way they do is just amazing. And then some guy, black guy, Derek, like he weighed about 350 pounds. He gonna get on there and try to bad mouth her to my. I get up and I go to work. Let me see you do a tumble, sir.
Let me see. Well, he'll tumble.
Yeah, he will. He get back up though, because we will rock, but they don't fall down. Yeah, that part. Yeah. It's like, bruh. And I feel like for a lot of them, they're just trying to make a name for themselves. So they get out there and say the stupidest stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stupidest stuff just to make a name for themselves. Like, you're gonna badmouth her. She's doing something you would never ever do. Could never ever do. That's why you're talking
she's
about
the all-time most accomplished gymnast. I want to say U.S. gymnast, but a part of me feel like I can just say gymnast. Period. Yeah, gymnast. Just like Michael Phelps were for the men swimming. You got Katie Ledecky for the women swim. So she's up there.
She's a true.
She's a goat. And let's put that in perspective. She dropped out of the last.
Right. So, for health reasons.
But I'm just saying though, for her to still be so far ahead.
Yeah.
Like she missed the Olympics, well, a couple of events because she still got some medals last Olympics, but she missed some events and people still on. And then she came back, act like nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's like that's amazing. And so I wanna just give a little about the schedule right now at 10 o'clock. Soon as you start watching this, fellas, volleyball is on. Women's volleyball, Brazil in the US.
Yeah.
Hey, check it out. And then handball is going on. Now, so that's just regular volleyball. Beach volleyball is today at 11. So once you
so much emphasis on beach and
so once you finish watching volleyball at 10, you can check out beach volleyball at 11. That's I don't even know what country this is. SUI.
That's gonna be out in a minute.
Nah, they're gonna keep that because the powers that be. Then you got some basketball at 11:30, some cycling. You got some men beach volleyball. There you go.
I got work to do.
Germany and Norway.
I
don't know. That's worth watching. I'm joking. But
I'm glad you cleared that.
Beach volleyball at 12, men's beach volleyball. Got some hockey. I think it was the U.S. hockey versus Russia. I don't remember what year that was. They always talk about how it went down to the final. And I want to say we did, but I can't remember. I've heard so many stories. We got water polo.
I've never gone to a hockey game. I want to go to one. Speaking of games, go ahead, Derek.
Yeah, we got hockey here.
I know. I've never gone though.
Yeah, we should try.
We should.
It's the Gladiators.
Yeah, Gladiators. Yeah. Like the Gladiators.
We should try.
I've been to soccer. I don't know. I couldn't get into soccer. It was moving too fast.
Yeah, for me, soccer, it's a lot of running around. It's a lot of running around, and then so we just sat there for 4 hours, and the score is 1.
Right. So you run in this door, right, and next you see people run out that door.
Just like lacrosse.
I went to lacrosse game.
Yeah, but just like lacrosse,
it's a little bit better.
Well, can they score a little bit more frequently?
Yeah, I like that a little bit better.
A little bit more frequently.
My baby's about to play soccer though. I'll be out there cheering her. She's about to be
I try to get my child to play soccer, stereotype. And yeah, he wasn't feeling it. Michael, yeah, nah. And so I missed one game. So I went to all of them except one. But so he started the first one, and then I missed the second one. Then I come back and I noticed the coach got like a towel on his back pocket. What we got a towel for? Well, found out real quick. So the ball came and for some reason my son caught the ball. And so playing early in the morning, so the grass wet, and my son caught the ball, he dropped it like this, and the coach, oh, we got you, Michael. I said, oh man, my child is the one that he got to have a towel for.
Oh God.
But yeah, thank God, he didn't got over that. He's 17, going to the Air Force next year, so this is his senior year in high school, and I'm just excited. Actually, I got a cousin that just graduated from the Air Force out there in San Antonio, Dietrich Jones. Hey,
Shout out, DJ.
yeah, shout out to you.
Listen, Thursday night football.
Yeah.
Found out that both games are tonight. Grayson is tonight, and Southwest DeKalb is tonight. They're scrimmage games though, so they don't even count.
So since when varsity play on Thursday?
Well, so normally what happens is because my nephew plays on Friday, my brother was scheduling his first game on Thursday, but it's a real game. For some reason, tonight it's a scrimmage, and they both on the same night. So I would normally go to Thursday night game for him in Southwest DeKalb, and then go to Grayson for my nephew. Both games are tonight. I have to figure out which one I want to go to, but they're scrimmages, so I'm not really pressed for that.
So you think Grayson going all the way this year?
They'll play every year.
Okay, they won a champ.
Did they?
So. I thought they lost.
Did they lose?
I mean, I know they won champ, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he's gonna be out. He's gonna be an Indiana Hoosier. So shout out to Jalen.
Yeah, all right.
His name is For Problem.
For Problem.
Yeah, I know. Don't ask me why I don't know.
Okay.
Hollywood.
How them NIL deals looking?
They look great. Listen, he got one. So
I got a question before we leave. My son. Well, never mind. We'll talk about that later.
okay.
Gotta run everybody down.
All right, listen, y'all. Gotta go. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe. We're streaming on live on Facebook, LinkedIn, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram.
Yeah.
Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. And when you subscribe, hit the alert button. So when we go live, you go live. You know we're live. Also, go to Good Morning Georgia if you want more information about becoming an affiliate partner with us. If you're somewhere in Georgia and you want to become a partner with us, we want to have you as a partner. So reach out to us so we can figure out how to make that happen. We can make it happen.
Want to advertise.
If you want to advertise, go to goodmorninggeorgia.org. If you are somewhere outside of Georgia, beyond Georgia is what we're calling it, and you want to be an affiliate partner with us to talk about business and tech and how we can do business together, how the state of Georgia can do business with your state, how the state of Georgia can do business with your country. We want to hear from you. So go to Good Morning Georgia, your country. Listen. We want to do business without borders here. That's what we promote, aren't we?
Yeah.
Chamber presidents.
Yeah.
Business without borders. We want to do business without borders. So go to goodmorninggeorgia.org for more information. We'll be back again tomorrow, same place, same time. You guys stay safe out there. Have a wonderful Thursday. And until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody. You want to say bye?
Bye. I just knew you were going to press end show already.